I told y'all a while back that I had spoken to some of the beings who are in the atmosphere above us, and that I would give you guys the message. And it's been a few weeks now, and I hadn't felt like it was time to give it, but it is now. And it's important because now this is fictional. I'm writing a fiction book, and so this is just, playtime. I'm being silly and stupid. So, in my dream, in my fictional book, within the fog are fibers. And some of these are metallic, say boron and graphite, okay? Graphene. These fibers carry a frequency that affects the body like a radiation. And the reason for this is partially to scatter a soul signature. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because it goes in tandem with the message that I was given. Now, when I say I was given a message, what I mean is they made a telepathic union with me, and it's not words. It isn't words. You don't hear words. You receive an impression. At least this is how I do. I receive an impression in my body. It's a whole entire packet, a whole full robust communication without any words. In my body, I begin to feel what it is they're trying to transmit, and then I have to try to find words to say it. Their message was, thank you. And there was a host of light beings who entered my space and said thank you. They were reverent. They were reverent and deeply loving and deeply appreciative. They were saying, the message was, thank you so much, every one of you who have held on to your intuition. Every one of you who, when you saw a harm to another human and you decided to feel pain for them in your body, you decided to allow your body to host compassion. This seems like a given to a lot of us, especially empaths. It isn't. Not every human does this. They showed me how when we observe an injustice, and when I say we, I mean the carriers of the Ma'at, this mother energy. It can be female or male, it doesn't matter. This energetic, like a mama bear. They were explaining that energetic is extremely important for cross-dimensional communication, long distance communication, so to speak, even though I know there isn't distance. It's a powerful energetic. They said, when you observe an injustice and you have a pang of angst in your heart because of the injustice, when you see it, you clock it in your heart space as injustice, and then you clock it as something you would like to fix. When you do that, it looks like a prayer. It moves throughout the space like a prayer. And true prayer moves like a beacon, like sonar, like a whale in water. And they were showing me, they said, you and those like you, you're the reason we are here. You're the reason we're still fighting. Because as long as you're still sending these beacons, we know there's still humans who are connected to their authentic soul stuff. So they know, as long as they can still feel us, they know that there are still humans who haven't been absorbed by the Borg, for lack of a better way to say it. And it creates basically something like a homing, like a Jeep, like a pin drop. So they were explaining how important it is that we have held on to these aspects of ourselves, mainly intuition. Because the intuition, that's a very complex energetic that I could spend all day explaining what's really happening when you utilize your intuition. You're using aspects of your biosuit that most humans have turned off. So our still being on is extremely important. All that being said, that is also the thing that preserves the inertia of your original soul spin. Holding on to this intuition preserves the inertia, which means the soul can't be defragmented, because this radiation is intended in part to defragment the original soul signature so that it can be deconstructed and pieces of it sent to different places. But the gist of the message was, thank you for holding on, not allowing yourself to be absorbed by the Borg. And my message is, it is this aspect of you that is preserving your soul. Hold on to your light. Hold on to your truth. Anchor into that gnosis. Anchor into your infinitude. Remember yourself, and do not surrender any more of yourself than you've already surrendered. And I never mean anything to cause fear, but I am personally really, really combating the effects of these fibers and the frequencies around the fibers. There are sounds that you can't hear. I can feel them. There are sounds, frequencies in these fibers. I can feel them in my body. I can't hear them, but they're there. And that affects everything. Cell communication, oxygen through cells, synaptic processes, organs, kidneys, livers, pancreas, everything. So this is a final push by whatever the dark sorcerers. And the way to prevent them from being successful with regard to you and you alone, you're the only thing you can control. The way to prevent them from being successful is you hold on to that shine.